Welcome to the Oxen Group Nightly. My name is David Ristow. I'm the CEO, President, and founder of the Oxen Group. And on tonight's Oxen Group Nightly, we're going to be talking about all of Monday's fun stuff with our Monday market wrap-up. We'll also be looking at some of our new positions in Hess, Tesla Motors, other current positions and exits. We'll be talking about some updates on Giorgio's Corners positions, as well as our forecast for tomorrow. And as always, please check out our disclaimer at the end of the video about all of our nice legal information. The market rise today was pretty good. We ended up the day a little under 50 points up on the Dow, but the Dow did hold us a pretty key level. We'll show. 12,680 I think is a key level that the Dow broke and held today. But the rise though is concerning to me because it was really on a lack of volume. At the same time, I'm happy that the market rise on a lack of catalyst. So it's a mixed day for the market, and really honestly, I think at the end of the day you have to say it's pretty much a wash. And I really think tomorrow we start out a new day that will not be affected by what happened today. And I think you're going to have economic data and different information coming out tomorrow that's really going to affect the market, with much of what happened today being sort of a wash. But what was really key, what was going and making a nice trade today that we were able to take advantage was oil. They made a nice comeback out of the start. They looked like they were going to continue that kind of upward trend with the Mississippi River was flooding. And then the dollar was kind of a mixed trade today. I mean, the dollar ended up rising a bit and broke through its 50-day moving average, but at the same time sort of trailed off at certain times. And so on Friday, as we said, the dollar broke through the moving average on Friday. As you can see, this is from Friday. But you see, the more key moving average is this 50-day moving average. And today, the dollar could not break that moving average. And that was what was really key for the oil prices today. In association with the Mississippi River flooding and causing some supply issues, the dollar could not break that 50-day moving average. Now, tomorrow's a very key day for that moving average. If we see the dollar breaking over that 50-day moving average, I think that this could be very, very negative for oil in the near term and really drop it back down. If we see that dollar consolidating more and not working as well as it has been, then this would be more upside for oil. So we have to watch that very carefully to see how that's going to be playing out. That has a lot to do with obviously how the euro is playing, given the Greece conflict and the Greece crisis. So I think as we see that Greece crisis play out tomorrow, combined with our own sort of import and export price data that's going to come out tomorrow, it's going to have a lot of inputs into what the dollar is going to do tomorrow. And we need to watch that line very carefully, as that's going to really, if that breaks over that 50-day moving average, we could see the dollar have some tremendous upside break out in the near term, which would then cause oil to fall, which would be good for some things like retail and airlines, but I would think overall would probably be a drag on the overall equities. So you got to watch that. But we did have a good day on the market, and we have to celebrate that. And the market day, started out fairly neutral, and then after the European markets closed, we sort of started to really take off. And we broke out as oil moved over 100. That gave a lot of the energy companies a lot of lift, and it seemed like that some other companies were able to also come along with it with commodities and some materials. And overall, I think we got a nice recovery day. I mean, we had a good day on Friday that was driven by news, and I think today you see there's a lot of technicals that were saying, okay, this is a lot of stuff is oversold. There's a lot of good bargains out there right now. I'm going to buy some stuff up. I think though that the light volume was indicative of the fact that the market really had no news out on the day, nothing major. It's the end of earnings season. People are, it's May, and this is typically a time when you're going to see a lot of light volume. So I think you can't trust that rise too greatly, but at the same time, I do think you're going to continue to see lighter volume throughout the rest of this month. So that sort of argument, I think, is a little bit null. We were able to take advantage of the oil price rise today. One of the stocks I identified over the weekend that looked very attractive to me was Hess. The company rose very greatly today. We got in at 78.55 and were able to sell for a 2% gain at 80.12. And you can see the fast stochastics are breaking to the upside and it bottomed. It had good volume coming into it on Friday. Today was pretty light, but that was indicative of just the general market. And honestly, I thought that this was pretty good volume for the company specific. Last week they got double upgrades from Argus and from Morgan Stanley. Price targets over $100 for both of these. And this company dropped after its earnings report when the oil, this is Monday, this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. On Monday, you saw it hit that high after it hit these earnings on Thursday of the week before were very good, showing a 12% rise in revenue, and significant record all-time EPS for the company. And they've got a lot of upside, and this is a very well-positioned energy company right now that seems to sort of be that company that tends to just move under the radar when ConocoPhillips and ExxonMobil and BP are sort of always the diversified major oil companies, and Hess you cannot say is an independent oil company because they are such a major player. And I think that this was under the radar, and I think it was a great pickup today, and I think it has tons of upside left in it. I think if oil does drop significantly down to 90 over the next couple weeks, this could weigh on Hess. But at the same time, this was a short-term trade for us. We're looking to get out of the majority of the rest of the position around this 81.90 level. If we can get one more rally day, the stock could definitely take off again tomorrow if oil continues higher. But we're definitely going to have to monitor that situation in oil moving forward. One of the positions that we're really excited about that looks like it's ready for its breakout is Tesla. We were able to exit Tesla twice today. 2%. We had two entries on it. We entered on Friday and this morning. We took a 2% gain away on our Friday entry and then a 2% gain away on our average from Friday and Monday today. And now we're looking at the stock at a breakout point. You see the price channel at 26. 27.87 is the top of that channel, and you saw the stock break over that and close above that, and I think that's a very bullish sign, and this stock could very well move significantly to the upside, maybe to 29 in a very short period of time. The reason why this stock could break out so significantly, even on a lighter amount of volume, you see, the volume's decent compared, but definitely lighter than usual. Is that the stock really did very well with their earnings report, and the stock has 30% short interest. So as this stock continues to rally, you're going to continue to see shorts covering and covering and covering, and that happened today at the end of the day as you saw the stock drastically move from around the 27.50 range to 27.90 close to the close of the day as a lot of shorts were getting out of the stock, as they were saying, this stock has got some upside to it, it looks strong, and I'm going to cover my short. And even with the fast stochastics as high as they are, you could see them bounce around in this overbought area because of the short squeeze that may happen to this stock. We like this position a lot moving forward, and we're positioned in at 27.36 average. We are up about 0.5% since our entry. Not a ton of movement up or down today. We are looking towards those CNA earnings on Thursday to be a catalyst for this sector. But again, this sector, I'm a little bit worried about this position, given the fact that it hasn't jumped quite as much as I'd hoped yet, and the fact that, again, some of the IPOs that have recently come out, there's so many Chinese internet IPOs recently. I think it's kind of drawing back some of the bigger and more profitable and larger companies like Sohu and Sina and Baidu, as some of those IPOs have performed fairly unattractively. We were able to exit the rest of our STEC position. We got out of that for a small loss this morning. We took away a 0.75% gain overall. The position worked decently for us. Didn't really take off quite like I had hoped. And given the update today, the stock showed some resistance today. We definitely wanted to get out of that, as if we do have any kind of pullback or anything tomorrow, that stock could drop significantly. As I said, we exited Hess for 2%, Tesla for 1.4 and 2% gains. In Giorgio's corner, this is another one of our portfolios. Giorgio Ferraro is the main head of that portfolio, and he exited entered EL Estee Lauder on Friday and was able to exit a 2% and a 4% gain today for an overall 3%. It was a great overnight or over the weekend trade for him. He is also holding an Apple position with an average entry at 347.88 with a target at 354.80. Giorgio mentioned that he's going to definitely be waiting for some more volume and some more conviction to come into the market before he is ready to enter a lot more positions. He wants to confirm that this rally is truly going to take place this week. He's afraid that tomorrow may be a significant pullback day, as the volume really wasn't there today, and there could be some catalyst to the downside with the dollar tomorrow. For tomorrow, it's all about the dollar, I think, and you also got some different economic data that will be key. Inventories report as well as export-import prices. Earnings season has closed. There are a number of companies that are still on the docket that have significance to the market, but I think that you're not going to see many of those until after Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. And I think, I'm generally bullish on the market right now. I think the technicals are showing that there are a lot of undervalued stocks still, a lot of things that can move to the upside. At the same time, though, I think that generally this is in May, and this is a month where people, it's a lighter volume month, and the market's going to move, I think, significantly on that lighter volume in either direction. And if we get a catalyst to the downside tomorrow, it could be a big downside even on light volume. So we got to be careful right now, and we've taken away away a lot of our profits today just in case. We are looking for higher exits on all those positions, but we did want to be careful with those. That's it for today. Visit us at www.theoxengroup.com to see all of our trading ideas, all of our financial analysis. Please email us at contact@theoxengroup.com with any questions. Call us anytime and be a part of our 70% accuracy.